Thank you so much for tuning in to yet another episode of the Real Israel Podcast with me, your host, Chaim Malespin. Join us as we dive into Israel's past, present, and future as we explore the rich history, current events, and visionary perspectives shaping this dynamic region. Shalom, everyone. Shalom, lovers of Israel, lovers of freedom, lovers of this one democracy in the Middle East. Welcome to a very special episode 36 of the Real Israel Podcast with me, your host, Chaim Malespin. By the way, check out how you can be a Zionist too. Today I'm bringing you 7 stories, 7 voices, 7 families whose lives intersect at one terrible moment in our history, etched on all of us, October 7th. 2023. Some of these stories are going to break your heart. Others are going to fill you with hope. All these stories need to be told. And we're going to remember the fallen soldiers who gave everything. I've been to so many funerals. I can't even tell you. So many funerals. We're going to hear from civilians who risked everything, and even some of those who survived the unthinkable. And we're going to celebrate answered prayers. The hostages finally released to come home on the very day, the end of Tabernacles. The very end of Tabernacles, the very day we were taken. It's not just about one day though, it's about what October 7th means for real families, real people, living in this reality every single day. 7 stories of sadness, but also 7 stories of hope. Let's begin.
Now it's full of pictures.
It's unbelievable. Yeah, there it is. Tibdat Lochem. Chod. Oh, wow.
That was here before. This is
how he left it, okay.
This is how he left it.
Is this him as a young
Yeah, he was
boy?
a beautiful baby.
And that's his girlfriend.
That's Lotan and Mai. No, that's Mai.
Right.
They were like siblings.
Right.
And this is Ben.
His friend.
Yeah, that survived the massacre with them.
There's even this thing called survivor guilt, where you feel like, why did I survive and my best friend not? It happens in the army too.
Yeah, I think Ben will be okay.
Got a little crown over there. So this is how he had it, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
He really like tigers. He was a tiger himself.
Yeah.
This is Lotan and Abba.
Oh, what a cutie! Junior.
Yeah, it was like.
So his, that I love what you said. I live like Lotan, the legacy.
It's like he loved Tupac and Tuna. Tuna is an Israeli singer, and he really liked
Tuna. I know.
Tuna.
Yeah.
So Lotan and this is Lotan and Mai when they finished high school.
I was the driver.
Okay.
with the Cadillac.
That one.
the
Wow.
white outside.
It's like a prom.
Yes.
End of high school prom.
Yeah, and really, Lotan party hard and loved hard and just live exactly like you wanted to.
I want to live Israel.
Oh, you're a strong patriot.
I'm not living Israel. I'm not living Nahal Oz.
You're going to move back to Nahal Oz.
I'm going to back to Nahal Oz, fix my house. I'm going to go back.
You know what? Let the past be the past. But I'm so glad that you're able to tell the story. People don't know.
I'm looking at the future. The past is not interesting to me.
So let me ask you about the future. How can there be when you have Hezbollah, they're just going to grow back again. Hamas, just going to grow back. They already have 40,000 fighters again. And they're still digging tunnels very, very fast. And you have in Judea, Samaria, there's many different terror groups that just changed their name. How can there be peace? How can you be safe in Nahal Oz? I'm worried about you.
I know, I'm worried too, but as the army said, it's going to be okay now. We're going to be safe, more safe than October.
Yes, I'm not worried about you. I just trust God. And I am Yahalom. We're blowing up these tunnels. Okay. We're going to keep going from top to bottom. And we are going to blow up all these tunnels. Okay. But I'm so glad that you have this strong faith and you're not afraid.
I'm not afraid.
Like a lion. I'm not afraid. And so, would you...
I saw one of them blew up himself when I was security.
Okay.
They told me someone is walking in the fields. He's wearing army uniform.
But he's not an army. He's a Hamas.
He's Hamasnik. When he came to here, 20 meters from him, he blew himself.
Boom. He had an explosive vest?
Yes.
But too far away from anyone?
20 meters. And he blew himself.
And did he hurt anyone in that, or just himself?
No, just himself. He didn't wait for us to come near to him, to talk to him. I don't know why he blew himself, but maybe he was afraid or something, I don't know.
You know, it's just the way that we love life and we want life and plant trees and plant flowers. They love death in the same way where they just love death. I do think that there can be a new education. It's going to take 20 years. It's going to take a long time for the next generation to...
2 or 3 generations.
Yeah, 2 or 3 generations. Now, let me ask you this. When you're finished your house, and when many families come, and investment from investors, and volunteers will come and help plant trees, and volunteers will help milk the cows, and many people will come from
I know.
Denmark and Finland. They're already coming. Maybe they don't want to be filmed, but many come. What is the hope of Israel? Tikvat Yisrael, what is it?
I want golf from Nachalos to the sea.
Aha. That, you know, there is a verse in the Bible that says, in Zechariah chapter 9, it says, and Zephaniah, Sphania, also, chapter 2, says that this Gaza will be for the clans of Judah, for the Shevet Yehudah, and it will be for farming. It's a prophecy that it will be for farming. So it should be that. It should be not Hamas land. It should be farming and beachfront property.
Anything but fire. I don't want to see Hamas over there.
No.
My mind, anyone can live there, but not Hamas.
Yeah. Did you start to pray? You can hear the explosions. You can hear the shots. People don't know what it's like to hear the machine gun going off, to hear massive explosions, to see cars blowing up. It's like they only see this in movies, but you lived through it. Did you start to pray? Did you start to Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu? What was it like for you?
Wow, after a few minutes that it was all this happening, I understood that we need pray, because it's first that I usually do in my life, but when I saw so many messages and people cry to help, please help, please help, I understood something happening, something new that never was before, and only God can help us. Because these situations we never think about that it's possible. We saw that if God don't come to help us, our army not here.
Right.
And we start praying, and I send many messages to all Imale.
Yeah, I'm used to it.
Yeah, all our friends or people in every country, and I just ask, please pray, because I know that how pray can influence
change your reality.
Yeah, yes.
Now,
exactly.
were there soldiers, at least some soldiers here, or security people in these towers?
It was really miracle too in our kibbutz, because in this night, in the Friday, and came here 12 soldiers of Yamas.
Okay.
Yamas. It's like combat, special combat.
Commando.
It was exactly miracle. They came on the middle of the night. And because of this, because of few people that take weapons, because many people was without weapons.
Right.
Yes, it was
peace activists.
in special rooms. In these rooms, because of not electric, after many rockets, electric was stopped.
Okay.
And they cannot come and take this weapon, but few people were.
Was it an electric code to get into the weapons armory?
They cannot take this,
And you couldn't get the weapons out. I didn't know this. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. But this special combat, these special soldiers, they really get hero.
Yeah, heroic. Oh, yes.
Yeah.
I heard it was just those few soldiers against hundreds and hundreds. Well, total of almost 6,000 people. But here, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds fighting.
It was like
against
350 terrorists here.
Fight against
Nakba.
12 people.
It's like civilians, It's only civilian people that are living Gaza. But he came here by bicycle. I saw just some people that cannot go, but he came to take something.
Yeah.
Most of them came for kill. And part of them came for take.
Yes.
And what they cannot take, they just destroyed. They burn cars. Then they just came in the houses and just broken everything.
There's definitely a million things going on. Your neighbors, were they also hiding in their escape rooms? And I know there's in their bomb shelter, there's no way to lock it. Yeah. Were you afraid they're just going to come in to the house? Did they come into your house? The Hamas?
It's terrible. It's crazy to think about this, because our shelter room, Cheder Bitachon, it was not so shelters, not so bitachon, because it's like only rockets, maybe they keep
Right.
calm, but most of houses, it's
Right.
Heder Bitachon, your doors, you can open this.
Right.
And when we receive that we need to be in the room, just most of people, they just stand and hold because
Right.
of this was died because
Right.
terrorists start shooting through the doors, and it was like 11 o'clock that we and my husband we saw the terrorists come into our house. We cannot see them because we was in the room, but we saw them because we have camera. It was few cameras in my house on the refrigerator and outside, and my husband just opened Wi-Fi and he saw that few people run, and after two...
Oh, the cameras of your house?
Yes.
The Wi-Fi of the cameras of your house,
Yes,
and he
yes.
sees the Hamas running in your house.
Exactly. In my
Wow.
Suddenly, my husband told me they come in, and we listen many noise. They come through the windows, and all think it's like fall broken noise, ta ta ta, and we see them. They come with weapon. They come in our kitchen. We see them because exactly camera on the refrigerator. And they start run. I didn't see this in telephone, but my husband said and see, and he was like like white.
Yeah.
I never saw my husband this color. I just because I understood that now they come kill us, and maybe few
Yeah.
minutes. It's maybe I have only a few minutes now.
Yeah.
As what I need to do, I need to do pray.
Yes.
I need repentance more because maybe I did something and I need to repent.
Your last minutes
and
in
I
the
was,
world.
And I need to tell for all my family, thank you for all these years, and I love them. It was very, very necessary for me as I open our family group in WhatsApp and just start pray. It's like
With your voice.
yes, but very, very
Quiet.
very, very quiet. And I start tell them that I love them, and we was very, very good family, and and just pray together. And I told them if now we will go, we will meet in the heaven.
That's right.
Because if we believer, we know that our
Yes.
life it's not stop when somebody want to kill us or when I go die. It will be eternal life.
I think people need to recognize we don't know how much time we have in life. People think they'll live forever. I don't know what they
Okay,
think.
yes,
We're on a
exactly.
clock here. Sometimes the clock it expires. We are going to meet our maker. And then what are we going to say? What choices are we doing now?
Exactly.
That is just phenomenal. So you were at that moment with the enemy. Do you know there's people that are watching this? There's people out there that think they're freedom fighters. They don't know that they had beautiful houses, beautiful cars, beachfront property, work, good pay here in Israel, good life.
I don't care about my stuff. Like I just threw my bag, checked that I had in my pouch, my phone and my wallet. And whilst I was checking that, the friend that I was in the car with called me, and now I answered him. And you've probably seen like the videos of people running on the field.
Yeah.
So then
Like a wave
I
of
was literally
people.
at the start of the field on my phone, and my friend's shouting me, "Where are you?" And I can hear him twice, like one from this ear and one from this ear. So he's actually close to me, but I couldn't see anything because of all the amount of people that were just running past me. And eventually he just got like right in front of me. I was
Wow.
like, wow, like he must have seen me. So then he got in front of me, and I put my phone back in my bag, and we started running together. And as soon as we started running, we saw a police officer get shot in the shoulder. And that's when we realized, like, this is fully real. Like, whatever's going on here, like, it's dangerous. You get me?
Yeah. It's a full-on massacre.
Yeah. And then we're running on this field for like probably like 200 meters, while you could literally hear bullets like fly next to you.
Yeah. I've had that.
It's crazy. It's the craziest sound I've ever heard.
Yeah.
And so then we got to the end of the field, and it was like this big downhill kind of thing, which everyone was struggling to get down, but like out of the adrenaline, I just jumped it. And then I lost my friend. Like, I jumped down this thing, looked behind to see where my friend is, and you could just see all these hundreds of people like trying to get down this thing.
So you're one of the first. You're one of the first ahead of the crowd.
I don't think so.
Oh,
like
okay.
I saw like a bunch of people in front of me whilst we were running.
Okay.
But people were just scared to jump down this thing, and like me, I just jumped it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everyone was trying to get down it. Like there was like little paths in zigzags going down this hill. So everyone was trying to go down these things, and I just like,
yeah.
So then I was looking for my friend, and slowly you could just hear the shooting getting closer and closer. And I just thought to myself, like, I don't want to see people like start dropping like in front of me. So I kept running with another bunch of people into like this, it's like this just bunch of trees basically. We got past the trees and we're like 10 people who I have no idea who they are, but everyone's asking like if someone has water and stuff. And you could see people like showing empty bottles and stuff. And we were walking for like 2 minutes. And then you could hear the shooting just get closer all the time. So then we kept running into this forest. Craziest forest I ever been in. Like the ground like goes up and down in all sorts of hills and stuff. And whilst we were running, I just suddenly realized that I'm alone. Like I lost them in the run. So then I shouted, if someone can hear me, and then no one answered. And I realized that they're not answering, so the terrorists don't hear them. So then I sprinted again, like from where I just shouted, and got eventually to this fence, which I thought like it's a fence like this fence.
Yeah.
It's hard to get over, like it's so thin and like it's got them spikes on the top.
Right.
So then I thought, like I'll get over this and no one will get over it. So I got over the fence into this avocado field where they're growing avocados, and I got past a few trees like where I thought like the middle would be. And then at this point I'm just exhausted from the run, and like it was so hot as well from the sun. So I just lay down under one of the lines of trees, like basically for shade at this point. And I didn't even think I was hiding because the trees weren't that low. Like the lowest leaf was like this high. And basically whilst we were running on the field, I called my dad and told him like we're getting shot at. And he said, just find cover, you have nothing to do. Not knowing that there's terrorists outside his house at the exact same time. He just didn't tell me that. So then I got to the trees, tried to call him again, and at this point they just didn't have signal in the kibbutz.
Right, electricity, the towers are messed up, everything's down.
Yeah, like this, laying down. And whilst I'm calling my dad, and he's not answering, so I call my brother, he's not answering. My sister's not, no one's answering basically. And then I called the Rav Shatz, like the head of security, and his phone's ringing, but like it's ringing for so long, and normally he just answers, like no matter what time you could call him at 1 in the night, and he'd be answering. So then the phone's just ringing and ringing, and I don't have a clue why he's not answering. And like a few days later, I understood that at that time he was already killed. But I literally didn't think anything of it. Like it was just weird that he's not answering. So then I was laying there not knowing what to do with my phone like here, and I'm just like this, basically just praying. And then after like 5 minutes you could hear shouting from very far, like screaming and that. And it's getting closer and closer, and all I'm praying is that it's Hebrew. And then it got to a point where you can hear just from the tones that it's not Hebrew, like that it's Arabic. So then I called who was my girlfriend at the same time, who lived in Petach Tikva. So I called her because I was like, I just need someone to know what's happening with me. So then she answered, and by the time she answered, there was like 5 terrorists running past me. And they were basically running past the next line of trees. So they couldn't see me because of the trees that they're next to, you get me? Because of like the angle.
Yeah, just the angle.
Yeah,
okay.
So I could see like all of the legs, basically. And they're running past, screaming and shooting and stuff like that. And she could hear everything through the phone. And whilst they were running, I have to tell this bit because I always miss this bit out. Like, whilst they were running past, I was praying fully. And like...
In Hebrew, in English?
In English.
Just saying, God, have mercy on me.
I was calling God bro at this point.
Oh, okay.
Like it was the realest thing I ever, like...
Have mercy, save my life. You know?
Yeah, like, but in my head, because I didn't want them to hear me, innit?
Yeah.
So, when I could see them, it was weird. When I could see the legs, like that was the only few seconds that I wasn't scared in the whole day. It was weird, like it was like something was actually covering me. And then they ran past.
That every person in this world has a sign that get to know me, I have a lot to share, and am our world. And so this was kind of first relationship that's really inspiring. Not like having a lot of people drinking a beer stuff, but
Right.
seeing every person like he's the whole world. Yeah.
Mavet lechasidav. But it's yakar is in English, precious in the eyes of the Lord. And this was written by King David, Psalms 116, verse 15. Precious in the sight of the Lord is the death of his kedushim or chasidim. And that is people who are following his plan and purpose. And defending Israel is God's plan and purpose, like King David had to do, like Joshua, like many had to do. And he was with that purpose. A rabbi said to me once, he said, those who died, I said, well, what if someone was secular? He's not a Hasidic Jew. Hasidic Jew is like with the stray mill and the whole thing. And so he says, no, it's one who's following, and that is exactly what he was doing. He was doing God's work to defend Israel, and so God is honoring that. And so I just thank you for sharing your heart and for opening up. And you had to then pray the Kaddish, learn the Kaddish to pray. I mean, you probably knew it from childhood in Aramaic, and you tear your shirt.
Yeah,
and this is things people don't know about this. Everyone does a little tear on their shirt or on the here, and then they mourn and don't grow your beard for a month. And grow your beard for a month.
I think something beautiful about it is the Shiva, where you have 7 days where people come in and help you, because the first day of the hardest, you're in shock.
Yeah.
You just want to cry all day. And then part of our traditional way to go over it, we'll never go over it, but go over the main pain that will keep all life, but probably in different levels, in decibels. But in the peak where you just get the announcement, you have 7 days where people come into you and support you, and this is really, really beautiful.
They cook for you, they even feed you.
Yeah, exactly. You get like neighbors that come and bring you food, people that don't know you and come in to support and show respect before and giving honor to areas. And still there are people doing it. We have an organization that we don't know that all of a sudden in Pesach they put in like stuff in the door, and it's really beautiful to see how it's important to everyone, even not just for the family, and they're respectful. And everywhere where we're looking for help in kind of memorial ideas, like someone that will do a drawer fairs or whatever, people are always up to help, and it's big honor for them.
Big honor. Yeah, and speaking of honor, the people watching this are people that speak English. These are international people, even bigger than the tribes of Israel, the government of Israel, the neighbors you have, and the friends you have, and the family, extended family you have. These are people around the world who want to honor you. This is a time where they're reading Isaiah chapter 40, verse 1 and 2, and it says, comfort, nachmu, nachmu, ami, comfort, yes, comfort you, my people. They see themselves in that as it's time to comfort you. And for strong guys like you, maybe you don't feel like you need comfort sometimes, but yes, this is what this is all about, is to honor you and to honor your brother's memory and to comfort you. And I'm so glad that you shared your story. And
there is no place in the world for Jews to live other than Israel. There's no place that the army was not there for me on October 7th. But I trust my army to learn what has to be done in order to change it, in order to keep me safe. I will come back here. I've just renovated. There are wonderful people here. As I'm sitting here talking to you, there are tens of people in my house cleaning, helping me put it back together. I changed the windows, I put electronic blinds on the windows, everything I can do to help me feel safe, and I can't wait to come back and live here.
Plant some landmines around the house?
No, God forbid, because I want my grandchildren back here playing on the lawn safely.
Right. Yeah.
And the day that I'm back here and I can hear children's voices laughing, that's the day that I know that we're back and we're victorious, and that will be my revenge, coming back and living here well and thriving here.
And you probably have to go to psychological treatment and things like that to just unpack some of the pain
I'm having talks with a psychologist, I'm doing art therapy, but my best therapy is talking to people like you. Telling my story. I've been abroad 7 times since October 7th, telling my story to different communities on Capitol Hill, in Congress, in the Bundesstaat. That for me is the best therapy, because that's what empowers me. The majority of this community will be coming back. We don't know when yet. This is still a closed military zone, and you can hear explosions in the distance, but we will be back because this is our home, and we're not going to let anybody chase us away from our home. And like I like to say, Am Yisrael Chai, whether you like it or not.
That's true.
It's like the moment that you walk at night in the street with no lights, and you can hear steps around you, but you can't see the person, and you get anxious, but you don't know what from. I think this is a lot of living in Israel in the harder times. You don't know what's going to happen. You don't know when it's going to happen, but you have this creeping feeling that something will happen.
There are many in this world who just hate without a reason. They never met a Jewish person, but they still have hate.
Yeah.
I heard half of the adults in the world have anti-Semitic feelings. There's an ADL report that came out, Anti-Defamation League, ADL, and they came out with a report that says that, and it said about 46% of, I think it's 46, of the young people around your age think the Holocaust maybe didn't happen, maybe this, things that was just made up for some reason. So we're in a really, really hard time, but I do want to give you some hope. The people that are watching this, they'd be willing to come and join the army just to go and help find Evyatar. They would be willing to risk their lives to come here. They would. They love you, and that's because of the Bible. It's because which our ancestors wrote right here in this land. It's because of the destiny that all of us have to live in peace, to be a light to the nations, and so we believe for Evyatar, he's going to come home.
For sure.
And he's going to be you're going to spend a lot of time today going to listen to music together and enjoying life. But the one thing that I got to remember is that what can we do now in this hard time other than holding on to faith, holding on to hope? What is there something we can do to people around the world? Maybe raise awareness. I don't know. Wear a yellow ribbon. I don't know.
I think the two biggest things we can do is to raise awareness.
Okay.
Put yellow ribbons, talk about those people. Over here in Israel, we have one of the things that we do is we adopt a hostage.
Okay.
We had a lot of families talk to us and saying, Evyatar looks like a family member. He's the name of my grandpa. He loves the same kind of music and stuff that I like. So they got connected to him, and they adopted him and other hostages. They put his sign in the family or at the dinner table. They pray for him, or they just talk about the hostages to different people. And the second thing I think everybody should do is to talk to the local representative.
Right.
If it's your state, country, federal, talk to them.
Right.
They
Write
need
your
to know-
congressman. Write your senator.
Of course, you have to. You need to do that for two things. First of all, if they do stuff for the hostages, they need to know that you see that and that the people care about it.
Yeah.
And the second thing is, if they don't do that, they need to know that the people, their voters, want them to do this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So the moment they'll start to do that, it's great. The moment they do that and they'll keep getting messages that people see that and support it, it will push them to do even more.
It will be. And it's so simple in the age of technology. In fact, I'm going to try to do it right now. Right? Well, on live. Let's see if I can do this really quick. Let's just say someone's living in, I'm living in Ohio. I want to write my senator or congressman about, just so he knows that we want to start something to help Evyatar David, a hostage. What contact information? So you can just do this in ChatGPT.
Yeah.
You can find who it is, and you can then just quickly write an email, or you can go fill out an actual letter and you can send it.
Yeah.
That's right. You can do that just right now. It's that fast. So I really love that. Now, last little thing is I know that there can be, everyone wants the hostage to returned. All of us, soldiers, but there can almost be like a differences of opinion of how that will happen in Israeli society. I've seen there's some camp that says Ad HaNitzachon, until the victory over Hamas, and other ones say Ad HaChatuf Acharon. It's like a different camp, until the last hostage returns. And it's like we're all saying the same thing, but it's like sometimes people look at it like two different sort of camps. Well, I think of it like in America. If the president says, we want to do this or this or this, and everyone says, we don't listen to you. But then he says, now we do a military parade quickly, and they see all these bombers, and they see all this military, and then people say, oh, if I don't listen to him, maybe I'll die. So, so it has to be, it's matched with action. That's how a deal can work. If there's action behind it, or else they'll say, I don't listen to you. You tell me whatever you want, I don't care. But if there's real tangible, so I just see it all as together. How do you see it? This time we're living in an Israeli society where it feels like a divide.
I don't see a real divide. I think it's either two ways to phrase the same thing, or it's a way for politicians to get some rally or some news time, for news to get some headlines.
Okay.
But I think in the end, most of us agree that the way to get a victory in this war is to bring the hostages back home. Only after that, us as a society can start healing and to understand what we want to do. And I don't think we can actually go on as a country, as a Jewish country, with the set of values that we had and that we decided that we want to have. We cannot go on before the hostages come back.
Because it's our people. If we don't care for our people.
If we don't care for our people, if we don't care for people who could be us at next time or this time, how can we keep on going?
Yeah, the social contract. Social contract is we trust our government, we trust our army, and we give you every taxes, and you give us security.
Give us security, you give us help, and we can't go on without them being here. So I think it's two ways to phrase the same thing. You want to talk about victory because you want to feel powerful, because you want to be with the upper hand on the end. Actually, it makes extremely sense. But the same way, we need to bring the hostages back home so we can continue on being the same country that we were before. If we want to be this kind of lighthouse in the world, in the Middle East, we need to continue on saying our people are the most important thing. So it's the two ways to get the same thing.
And we'll do it. We'll do it. Thank you so much for your time.
So much.
We're praying for you, and we're praying for sure for the whole family, and especially for Evyatar's safe return. 7 stories, 7 families. One truth that binds them all. We heard from those who lost everything, like Lotan Abir, Erez Ben Ephraim, beautiful souls, whose lives were cut short. Their light was snuffed out. The families carry that weight every single day. We heard from one of the survivors, Ariel Oren, Katya Sumorov, Yair, and Adele Reamer, each showing us the strength of the human spirit. I think the way that God has intervened to help us in various ways. Ariel's survival, Katya she was experiencing God's protection. King Kappa's voice rising in response. Adele's 11 hours in her safe room as she thought she wouldn't see the next day. But look at the transformation she's undergone to be a global advocate. As we celebrated with Evyatar David, you remember the one who dug his own grave? 740 days later, prayers were answered just this past Monday. October 7th is not just a date, it's not just a headline, it's real people with real families, real stories of real loss, but yes, real hope. That word in Hebrew is tikva. It's our national anthem. So guys, let's remember Lotan and Erez, Zichronam Livracha. May their memories be a blessing. Let's honor Ariel, Katya, King Kappa, Adele, all the survivors who show us what resilience truly looks like. That's what Israel's all about, resilience. Let's rejoice with Evyatar and his family while never forgetting that there are still hostages, bodies of hostages that yet need to be returned for an honorable burial. That's the way of our people. Friends, Am Yisrael Chai, the people of Israel lived. This is the Real Israel podcast, bringing you into the real Israel. Stay strong.
Oh, daughters of Zion, oh, Abraham's sons, hear the words of your father, hear his promise of love. I will make you a blessing, so count the stars if you can. You will be a great nation, I will give you this land. ואשיב את כולכם, אשיב את כולכם ילדיי, לא תהיו שוב לבד, נודדים אבודים במדבר. There is nothing on earth that could take you away. Once I gather you under my wings, I will bring you all back home again. על אף שהרחקתם עד קצות העולם, I will send you a savior. I will finish my work. עוד יבוא המושיע ושלום יבשר. Green pastures are waiting in Zion once more. ואשיב את כולכם, אשיב את כולכם ילדיי. שהבכי נמהל בשמחה. But don't fear, oh my daughters, sons of Abraham. מי חיים אז ישטפו את רגלי ילדיי. Though your sins were like scarlet, they'll be whiter than snow. הם כשלג ילבינו ותשיעי איתי.
Thank you for watching this episode. If this episode touched you, your voice matters. There's hostages, there's tunnels, there's frontline voices that the media just won't bring to you. We are in the 8th front of this war. 7 fronts is Iran and its proxies. This is the 8th front, the media, the disinformation. Your gift, your donation helps us share the truth. Please donate on the link below.